Following the launch of Sputnik 1, the U.S. Navy attempted to catch up to the Soviets with Project Vanguard, which was using civilian research rockets to launch the Vanguard test vehicle into orbit. The Vanguard TV-3 mission failed seconds after launch, falling back to the pad and exploding in a very public and embarrassing way. Realizing the need to get into orbit soon, the U.S. government directed the Army to use one of their rockets to launch a satellite as soon as possible. On the 1st of February of 1958, after the launches of both Sputnik 1 and Sputnik 2, the USA succeeded by launching Explorer 1 into orbit. The rocket that carried Explorer 1 was a Juno C, which was a modified Juno A, which was based off the Redstone missile, which was based on the Nazi V2. However, that's where the similarities to the Soviet R-7 and Sputnik end, as the rocket's designs and the strategies for achieving orbit were quite different. The American rocketry at this point was still lagging behind the Soviets, even though both programs traced their design heritage to the V2. The Juno C rocket was not capable of achieving orbit on its own, and instead carried a payload into the upper atmosphere on a suborbital trajectory. The rocket then separated and fell back to Earth. The payload was comprised of 3 more rocket stages, all using solid fuel rockets, similar in concept to the rocket motors used in hobby model rockets that you can find in retail stores. Once separated from the Juno C rocket, the payload had no internal guidance or steering capabilities, so this mission depended on the upper stages being pointed in exactly the right direction before detaching and firing the solid rocket motors. These motors accelerated the USA's first, humanity's third, artificial satellite into orbit, and brought the USA into the space race.